Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. So you've probably read the title and chances are you're probably spending money on marketing. So most of the clients I actually speak to throughout the day end up spending money on marketing or have marketing campaigns running without a clear strategy and without even tracking the goals on what's happening with the campaigns. So in this video I'm going to break down some real common reasons why most businesses are actually struggling with their marketing, from simple things like mindset to DIY mistakes that they're making, and most importantly how to fix them. And I'll show you a simple tracking sheet that I actually use in our own agency to track leads and inquiries that are coming in to make sure the marketing efforts are actually profitable. Let's jump in with stumbling block one. So having a lack of a clear strategy. Most clients I actually speak to normally say, I've got a budget of X amount, I want to run ads, but there's no clear strategy involved or even a clear goal involved. It's just, I want to run ads, I need more sales or I need more leads, and that's it. Marketing's not about doing more. It's about doing the right things in the right order. And a simple way to do that will be by defining the goals, finding your ideal client type, and then building funnels targeting your ideal client type, and then looking into your audiences, seeing what your potential clients are doing, what their interests are involved in, so you're marketing in the correct audience as opposed to just displaying your ad anywhere and everywhere across the internet. Now this next one is probably the one that costs your business the most money more than anything else, and you're probably making this mistake currently right now. Sometimes the reality here is admitting what you're great at and then passing on what you might not be as great at. Another mindset block business owners have is the fear of spending money on marketing because it comes at a cost. It's not a cost, it's essentially an investment. You're investing money into the business again to drive more traffic or more growth and ultimately more sales. Now the fear on this probably comes either from using poor agencies or freelancers, or you've tried to do it yourself and it's simply not worked. Now if you're using an agency or even a freelancer, they should be providing with measurable results where you can actually clearly define where the money has been spent and what results you're getting back in return. For example, a simple one would be how much have you spent on the ads or in your marketing efforts, whether that's SEO marketing, organic traffic. Now a simple measurable to measure your marketing efforts to make sure it's actually being done correctly. A few things that you should be able to track will be the total spend on that marketing source, number of leads or sales generated over a certain period of time, and the cash that you've brought in from that marketing source. But if you're not getting this data from anywhere and you're not tracking it in your own marketing efforts, you're going in blindly because you don't know what marketing source is working and which one's not working. And the last block in mindset would be all waiting for the perfect offer before launching. Remember, speed kills anything. So taking something to market to begin with, but defining the clear goal that you have and the target audience, and then you can simply refine it over a period of time, would be much more effective rather than waiting for a perfect time. And as you're probably aware, momentum beats perfection any day of the week. And this is where having the wrong momentum can also cost your business money, such as the DIY marketing strategies, where it's let's turn on an ad campaign or just write blogs for the sake of it and post them online and see what happens. That's simply like me throwing shit to this wall and then seeing what sticks. You don't want to be doing that. Some of the DIY mistakes I've heard, and here's some examples of DIY mistakes that you're probably making as well, such as posting content without a clear strategy, not having a clear marketing system in place, and just simply doing stuff hoping it works, or simply spending money on ads without even tracking results or even any of the basic metrics that I mentioned earlier in the video. What you actually, rather than having tactics without a strategy that just brings in loads of noise, you need a system that brings in, what you'll need in the business is a system that brings in consistent traffic, that converts that traffic into leads and nurtures them into paying clients. Now you're probably wondering, well, how do you do that and what is strategic marketing? So first, defining a clear audience target. You've got to know who your ideal client is first before you go to market. You're not just going to start advertising your service or your products to anyone and everyone. Now I know most business owners when they first start out are like, well, I need some clients, not bothered where the client is from. I'm happy to do anything to get the job in first. Now most business owners have gone through that phase, but if you're serious about scaling your business, then that's something that would need to probably stop in your business to make sure that mistake doesn't happen. I'll be honest, we've done that in our own agency many years ago when we first started, back in 2016. And since we made this change 5 years ago, it's completely transformed the business, but made it run a lot more smoother without the overall headaches that could end up happening from doing that simple mistake. So defining your ideal target is a lot more important. Then providing value to them clients, and that could be in the form of having it on your website through free content or blogs or articles or tips and tricks that could be posted on your website or downloadable resources. And then you can build up trust by then sending traffic to them pages and turning them clicks into customers or potential customers by having lead magnets in place. Once you're doing them above strategies, you can even track to see what you're spending on their marketing sources, how many leads are coming in, what it's costing you per lead, and then the amount of cash generated as well. And most businesses that are winning at marketing, they're not doing more and more of it. They're just being smarter with their budgets and smarter with the data that's coming back. If you're not sure on what's not working or what is currently working in your business, let me show you the sheet that we actually use to track marketing efforts within the business, and you can download it for free below. We use this sheet in our own agency, as well as for some of our other clients to manage their marketing efforts for them, especially if they're running multiple campaigns, such as SEO or paid ads. This sheet that we actually use is very simple. On the left-hand side, you'll be able to see the lead sources. So these are the marketing campaigns that you're running. So this could be an SEO campaign that you've got going, paid ads on Google or Bing or Meta. It could be email campaigns, it could be leaflets that you've dropped out for your business. It could be anything as a marketing source. Then you put in the total spend that you've spent in that month, excluding any taxes, because chances are you'll be claiming back them taxes later down the line, unless you're not registered for VAT and so on. Total number of leads that you've had. So for example, let's say you spent £1,000 in a month for this lead source, and the total number of leads you've had has been 50. That means it's cost you an average of £20 per lead. And out of them 50, you've sent, say, 10 quotations only. Now, out of them 10 quotations, how many have you sold? Let's say you've sold 4 of them. That means your cost per sale was £250 so far. And the total cash you've collected off of each deal in total, let's say it is £4,000 in total is the total you've collected. That means you've had a 400% return on ad spend. And the average sale value is £1,000. Cost per sale is £250. Now the cost per sale is worked out from 4 deals that I've sold divided by your marketing spend, which is your £250. And the average sale is worked out from the total cash collected divided by the number of deals sold, which is £1,000. Then right at the bottom, it will tell you spent £1,000. End result is £3,000. Now this is not taking into account any staff costs that you will have. It is just to simply measure the marketing source and to make sure that marketing source is profitable for your business, or if it's not profitable for your business. You can download this sheet below simply for free. And if you're struggling defining your own marketing strategy and you need help on it, simply click on the link below for a free marketing strategy review to see if your business qualifies. And don't forget to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe so you get notified each week when we upload on our channel. Thanks for watching.